Any regrets with not starting with Olivier Giroud, perhaps, and Mesut?
No, I think it was a very tight game, but was decided on one or two mistakes. But overall, we cannot play all the games with the same players, you know. And at some stage, you have to rotate. No, that's not a regret overall. There's a lot of positives in the game, there's as well negatives because we lost it, and that we repeated a little bit, giving the first goal away. And in the big games, you give yourself a mountain to climb, especially against a team who defends well and is good on counter-attack. But overall, there's what game played a lot of pace, and where the players put the effort in.
What do you think your team lacked tonight, Archie? What do you think your team lacked tonight?
Well, I think what we lacked is that we were 1-0 down, and in a big game, that is giving yourself a very difficult task to do, because you give a chance to counter-attack to your opponent team, and we did not as well certainly create enough chances.
What do you think about Bendtner's performance? Because he seems to, some of the fans...
No, it's, I do not want to go into individual assessment of the players in a press conference. I leave that between the player and myself.
You've got to ensure that 2 defeats in a week now at home, it doesn't have a lasting effect psychologically.
Look, it's better to win. If you ask me, of course, it's difficult, but that's part of a season. You know, we will not win all the games, and we have to respond well on Saturday against Liverpool. We are in a strong position in the league, and we have a good opportunity at home, and we have to turn this round, because away from home we are very solid, but at home as well we have to. You want, you know that it is important and vital to win the big games.
Do you think this result says anything about the strength and depth that you have at your disposal?
Don't go too quickly in conclusions, knowing that at the moment we have Walcott, Chamberlain and Podolski who are out, you know, and it's 3 players who have a big impact offensively. So if you put them in, I believe that it's a completely different position in the team.
You've still to beat Mourinho in 9 games now. Is it because of the way he sets up teams that makes them so difficult to break?
No, I don't think he scored the first goal. I think...
Who did score the first goal?
Azpilicueta.
Courtesy of some very poor defending.
It happens in football, unfortunately.
Awesome. Have you had a word with Emmanuel Frimpong over the...
No. No.
Not concerned at all?
No. He said it was a joke. I don't know, has he a problem with England? Has he a problem with anybody else, with Arsenal? He was, in fact, he was on the list to be the 19th player. He was called up this morning, but he was sick. So fast he was selected.
Is there any significance in the fact that the big game against Borussia Dortmund last week, big game today, in a similar scenario, and that you've fallen behind pretty early? Is that a worry?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Why is that?
It is not the one that is not that you cannot correct. I think it is not easy to correct, but it is feasible, and we have not to let that play too much on our mind. You know, just go into the next game and play good football, and you will be focused. I think it made us a bit nervous, maybe, because tonight we kicked some balls out that was not needed at the back.
Okay, last couple. Lady at the front. Sorry, lady at the front has been waiting. Thank you.
Sorry, can I ask you about Park Ji-young's situation? He played tonight, June. Number 30. Yeah.
Yes.
He played tonight after a long time out. Is he showing signs in training that he can get back into your team?
Yes, he was selected because he did well in training recently.
There's talk about him going to Wigan on loan as well as staying intrigued in that.
Wigan was interested, and I would have done it, but in the end, it wasn't realised because we didn't find an agreement with Wigan.
Okay, Roy.
Arsene, there'll be a perception after last week, having lost to Dortmund and now to Chelsea, that maybe Arsenal haven't quite made that leap against the teams that...
Let's not go too quick to a conclusion, because I think if you take the points we have made since the 1st of January, we have made more points than everybody else, and so I believe that on a longer distance reveals more of the quality of the team than the last 2 games. It's true that it's difficult to swallow what happened to us in the last week, but as well, the mistakes are so big that can be corrected, you know, and that we have to keep the basis of our game and go into the next one with that and get that mistakes out.
But does
Okay,
the
guys.
Liverpool game now kind of take on an extra significance that it is a direct rival for certainly for a top 4 place, maybe for the title? It's a chance to kind of put that idea to bed that Arsenal struggle against their peers.
Look, in football it's always difficult to be definite. People go quickly and to definite conclusions. After the first game against Aston Villa, we were relegated, we had a revolution. Today we are in a strong position in the league. It's down to how we'll get rid of that mistakes without losing the belief in our qualities. You know, that is what is at stake.
Okay,
Well, I
guys.
told you had a proper, genuine embrace and a warm reception with Mourinho. Is that the case? And is the bad blood of the past now officially consigned to the past?
Look, I don't know what to answer to that question.
Okay.
Thank you.